kind of has a DSLR body, but that's pretty much the only thing similar. And, well, the dial setting is pretty similar too as well. So instead of talking about it, let's just jump right into it. I am using a new angle just because I assumed you guys like this one better. I've got lights and a mic set up, so hopefully you guys enjoy the change of pace. If not, we can always just go back to the regular where I have it pointed at me and it's pointed and I'm holding a camera just talking about it. So going right into it, this camera does not have a switch when turning on. Yeah, I know it's kind of weird looking, huh? This is a zoom actually to the camera. So starting with that, we're going to turn it on with the button. The lens extends, kind of nice. And then going into it, this camera has an LCD screen that is 2.5 inches and an LED pathfinder. So everything you see right here, if you do press this button and switch over to the pathfinder, it will have everything that is displayed on that screen right there, which I thought was a really cool feature, because if you hold some of these buttons down, like the focus mode, it's going to ask you what focus it has, but if you're looking through the pathfinder, for example, it allows you to see that, like what I'm seeing now, in the pathfinder. So I always thought that was a cool feature when I was messing around with this. Typically this has a G lens on it, which I guess is Sony's lens for being able to zoom in 20 times of what it's normally worth. Lackluster in the DSLR section. It's only an 8.1 megapixels, but it is from 2009, and I think that's kind of compensating with all the cool features that it has. The 8.1 megapixels is about a fourth of what my D3400 has, which has 22.1, about that. Being a smaller camera, as you can tell, here's my hand for comparison, the battery life on it does kind of suck. It's got 250 shots worth of battery life in it, but I think it makes up for the battery shots within a 31 megabyte internal memory. So if you do forget that memory card at home, you are able to take photos and not have wasted a day trying to get out to a photo shoot. But if you are using this for a photo shoot, I can't understand why. It's mainly for a just a average tourist going around just taking photos, and for $70 on Amazon, this is not a bad deal. Alright, we're going to move the camera and go into a little bit of the features. So, features include your manual mask, manual, aperture priority, shutter priority, and program mode. Nothing crazy there, but then there's easy shooting for your everyday Joe that wants to just take pictures with his family. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, this is easy shooting. That's intelligent auto adjust, which adjusts your exposure automatically for you. Going further, there is a sort of sports mode with an anti-motion blur. I guess that just cranks up the shutter speed a lot and then goes from there. There's a twilight mode, which allows you to shoot at night with a tripod and no tripod mode. So it takes a series of photos at a high shutter speed if you don't have a tripod, and then compiles them into a single image, upping that exposure. That way you are able to take some night photos. If you do have a tripod, it takes slower photos and then processes it all together to make a photo, which I thought was a kind of cool feature that it had for what it is. Next up is probably the most interesting of the modes. It's the panoramic mode, which allows you to pretty much, if you have an iPhone, do the side swipe and make a panoramic photo. I haven't been able to try that yet. Couldn't tell you how good it is. Other modes is the scene selection. So you get to select your scene based on lighting. It's pretty nice. Portrait. So you use this little dial right here to go through, adjust it. Here's what I am seeing on the LED menu. And again, if you did hit that Pathfinder in LCD mode, it would transfer everything into the Pathfinder because they are connected. Alright, moving on. There is a video mode. I wouldn't trust that too much. You can adjust that with a recording mode, which isn't available, but only if you are in photo mode, which I thought was kind of weird. And then it kind of allows you to change the shutter speed, or not shutter speed, but the frames per second, which is a different kind of camera. Moving on to the back, I'm going to turn it off and just point out some of the weird selections back here. So back here, the camera allows for you to change to a flash mode by hitting this right side and then moving to a portrait mode, which allows for, actually I think that's just the focus. And then there is a timer mode and a trash and your menu. We're going to turn the camera back on so I can show you guys. I just wanted to give it a minute so it wasn't resting on the lens. Yep. 1 second. And then here's the menu that allows you to change your ratio, your white balance, metering mode, auto face detection, and then it has a smile mode at the very bottom down here, or I thought it did. Might be on the... Either way, there's a smile mode, and you get to decide how big someone might be smiling in one of your photo shoots, from a grin to a full-on maniac smile. And so this is the zoom, the silver button back here that I was showing you guys, which allows for a 20 times zoom. Other features of note is the camera is a bit heavy compared to what I thought it would be, but that just might be because of the compact components inside. And really, I'm just going to give this a 3 out of 5 because of the cheap pricing and what you get for your dollars. One more thing, there is a 9-point autofocus mode where it works on a 9-point system, and I think that's because of the rule of thirds that they're trying to emphasize on. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about this camera. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 just because it is a cheap, outdated camera, but it does have some really nice features to it that would be great in a outdoor photo shoot, for example. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like and subscribe if you did. The Sony Cybershot was a fun camera review. The next one will probably be a newer one. And hopefully you guys noticed the quality production increasing on this. I got some lighting and actual mics. Other than that, thanks for watching.